Hi birdies, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with day 17 of the JoyTangle series, which is a 25-day Christmas themed Zentangle challenge that I recently hosted on my social media platforms. I had created a list of 25 prompts so that we could use one prompt for each of the days of the challenge and create 25 beautiful Christmas drawings or Christmas themed Zentangle drawings basically. And as requested by all of you, I am posting all the full length detailed tutorials on my channel now for you to recreate all of these beautiful projects. Yay! Okay. That was a lot of pep talk and a lot of excitement at the opening of the video. Anyway, so yeah, we're on day 17. And the prompt for day 17 was this cute little tangle called PopCloud. And honestly, PopCloud is a very, 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 very simple tangle to draw. It is not complicated at all. It's perfect for beginners. So if you're just getting started with the Zentangle method, then yeah, this is the perfect video for you because this particular tangle helps you to practice your C stroke very well. And it's also great for you to understand the concept of aura in the Zentangle method. So yeah, definitely recommend this for beginner tanglers. And if you're an experienced tangler, then of course you can use PopCloud as a string, and then you can add so many embellishments and so many other details to it. But yeah, basically for this particular project, I decided to use PopCloud in a very simple, basic manner so that I could create a slightly more airy, playful pattern. And I didn't want it to be very intricate and very heavy with color because I have created some saturated, heavily colored drawings in the last 2 weeks of this particular challenge. And I wanted some drawings to be slightly airy so that there was a nice contrast between all of the compositions that I've created. And so yeah, so this is one of the airy compositions or the slightly more light composition with a lot of negative space. So yeah, as you can see me drawing the tangle over here, you can notice that the trick to getting this right is to not lift your pen frequently and just basically continue from one end to the other. It's almost like a bouncy ball which goes from one end to the other, and you basically just continue to create that little oscillating effect, and you just go back and forth. So yeah, the idea is to add few of these pop clouds all over the tile. And what I love about this tangle is that it's that perfect crossover between popcorn and cloud. And it has this playful, sort of childish, cute vibe to it. So yeah, definitely love the vibe of this particular tangle. Okay, so once I was happy with the number of pop clouds that I placed on my dial, I went back in with my pen and started to outline the outer edges. And the reason for that was to create a nice layering effect, wherein the overlap of the clouds was a little bit more obvious. And it also helps to create a slight more emphasis on this particular tangle because it is the focal tangle for my project. So yeah, definitely helps to create contrast and emphasis. Okay, with that done, I went back in with my red pen, and after coloring one of those ends partially, I started to add in some tiny orbs. And after a couple of these lines or these auras, I'm going to switch my pen to a green one. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing with the red one. So basically, after every 2 or 3 lines, I'm going to keep switching my pen. And I'm just going to add these small orbs or dots. Now, one thing that I want to quickly mention is that this particular embellishment or this particular step is not inherent to the tangle itself. So if you want to check out the exact step out for how this tangle is created and what the inspiration behind it was, then you can see the link in the description box below, where I've posted the name of the creator of the tangle as well as the step outs, as they intended it to be. But yeah, this is my way of creating a tangleation or a variation of this particular tangle, where I want to go back in and utilize those empty spaces and add some embellishments over there. I did that same thing for all of the clouds, and in some cases, I started with red and ended with green. In other cases, I started with green and ended with red. So, yeah, basically, you can just play with the colors in a random order. And now I'm basically just adding gold outlines to those orbs because I just want to add some gold elements here and there. And it's okay if they're not absolutely perfect outlines. I mean, you can go slightly wonky here and there because it is handmade art. So yeah, some amount of imperfection is expected and also really appreciated. And B, this is just purely for fun and for your meditative state of mind. So don't aim for absolute perfection, and just learn the art of letting go. Okay, that sounded a lot more philosophical than I meant it to be. But yeah, basically, the point is that perfection is sometimes overrated. So yeah, if your lines are going wonky, don't worry about it. It just basically adds to the playful quality of the tile that we're trying to create over here. And yeah, just basically have fun with the process. So as you can see, after the outlines were done, I moved on to adding some other aura lines inside. And this was to basically, again, add nice, thick, inky areas of color. This is a style that I'm keeping constant between, all the tiles that I'm creating for this particular challenge. The idea is to create a cohesive series of 25 drawings at the end of the 25 days of the challenge. And the way I'm trying to make them cohesive is by adding similar embellishments and a similar drawing style or a similar drawing language, so to say, in all my drawings. So yeah, I've already done a bunch of drawings in the last 14-15 days where I've added these nice thick aura lines of color. So I'm doing a similar thing over here. And I love the fact that in the first one, it almost looks like a little chirpy bird. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys can also identify it, but that little red section in the first one basically just looks like a little chirpy bird. So yeah, let me know if you think of it the same way in the comments below. So I basically just added these nice thick aura lines inside each of the pop clouds. And then for all the negative space that was left out, on the edges, I did pretty much the same thing. I started off with gold aura lines and then decided to add in the red and the green ones, and just basically filled up all those spaces. Alright, so once that was done, I went back in with my white pen and added in a few more dots and lines to those aura lines. This is again very, very similar to the kind of details and embellishments that I have done for all the projects over the last 15 or 16 days of the challenge, actually. So, yeah, there are a bunch of different compositions in which I've created similar aura lines with similar embellishments. And yeah, time to remove the washi tape. So yeah, once the washi tape was removed, you could really see how the composition was going towards the edges, and it's a good thing that I added those aura lines because now the shape is really well defined. You can actually see it as a proper square. Had I not done those aura lines, then the shape would have been lost a little bit and it wouldn't have looked like a proper square. So I'm glad I went all the way to the edges, till those washi tape edges. So yeah, so that's the finished look of the tile, and I'm so happy that this project didn't take me a lot of time to do because on this particular day I remember not feeling very well. So I'm glad that the prompt was a simple one for me to tackle. And on that note, if you're interested to check out all the 25 videos that I have done during this challenge, then make sure that you check out the JoyTangle playlist, which is now available on my channel. So I really hope that you enjoy these projects and recreate them. And if you do, then don't forget to tag me on my social media handles. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you very, very soon with another exciting art video. Till then, keep creating.